announcing today that my administration will lead an international effort to enforce biological weapons convention, which is going to be meeting with the top leaders of the world by pioneering an AI verification system that everyone can trust. Hopefully the UN can play a constructive role, and it will also be one of the early projects under AI. Let's see how good it is, because a lot of people are saying it could be one of the great things ever, but it also can be dangerous, but it could be put to tremendous use and tremendous good, and this would be an example of that. Stargate, put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure.
The data centers are actually under construction. The first of them are under construction in Texas, the Abilene location, which is our first location.
Abilene is a town on the western central plains of Texas. We kind of scratch and fight for everything good that comes our way.
I had people reaching out and they said, well, is the president going to come see you? And I said, well, he hasn't texted me yet. So
I'm thrilled we get to do this in the United States of America. I think this will be the most important project of this era.
Welcome to Abilene, Texas. This is the site of Project Stargate, a very mysterious, much talked about, much speculated about project that brings together OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle. If it all comes together, building after building on this red dirt behind me will be filled with chips that'll power the AI revolution.
What we're undergoing right now is sort of the largest infrastructure build in human history. The largest infrastructure build in human history.
The largest infrastructure build in human history.
It's going to create new ways of doing business. It's going to create new ways of invention, and it's going to really drive humanity forward.
Is this a police state? Is this like martial law? What is Trump's new executive order really going to mean? Now, Trump signed this order yesterday. It is called Strengthening and Unleashing America's Law Enforcement to Pursue Criminals and Protect Innocent Civilians. This is terrifying to me. In summary, he declares that the military, the police, and ICE shall be unleashed into the streets of America to root out anything declared as crime. It says they will be shielded from liability for their actions by the Department of Justice. To me, that sounds like they can ignore laws and rights without repercussions. Do they need warrants? Do they need probable cause anymore? I really don't know. The next part says that state and local officials will be held accountable for obstructing Trump's idea of justice. What does that mean? Will judges be prosecuted for issuing verdicts Trump doesn't like? Then it says that within 90 days, the military is to be used to prevent crime. So the military will be carrying out the law, shielded from liability, and state officials cannot stand in their way. Please, can someone explain to me how this differs from martial law?
I am now about to launch Gideon, America's first ever AI threat detection platform built specifically for law enforcement. It scrapes the internet 24/7 using an Israeli-grade ontology to pull specific threat language and then routes it to local law enforcement. It's a 24/7 detective. It never sleeps, and it's going to get us in front of these attacks.
Would it have picked up on this, do you think?
100%. I wish my program would already be up. We're not launching until next week. I've got a dozen agencies on board, Trace. I just unloaded a major Northeast agency with over 2,700 sworn. This is America's early warning system.
This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
With that being said, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rukakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who were well. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Beginning with 144,000. Shalom. Right, so as y'all just seen and heard, right, one of the other brothers posted this video 16 hours ago, right? And I watched it on my way to work this morning, right? And he titled The Beast Systems was just announced, right? And now y'all see that this whole entire time, we've been telling y'all about these things, right? We've been telling y'all about the B system, telling y'all about the RFID chip. We've been warning y'all, right? So now y'all finally starting to see that the things that we were speaking of are coming to pass, right? Y'all saying that prophecy is being fulfilled. Y'all saying that we are telling the truth, right? And we are this close, right? We are this close to salvation, right? We are this close to with the family. We are this close to, to the family reunion with the Yahushua, right? Once with the angels, and go to this article real quick. The article speaks about the same thing, right? It says Trump reveals plan for AI to control biological weapons, right? And it's from endtimesheadlines.org. Public lies yesterday, and it's the article. Lord willing, I'll put the link down in the comments for brothers and sisters to read, right? But I did want to read a passage, a little paragraph, real quick. Where is it? So lucky. So it should be somewhere around here, if I'm not mistaken. It should be somewhere in there. So lucky. Yeah, it was a line that I had seen what really made me, So y'all bear with me very fast, because I would read it again, right? Well, that's what I might just do. Salaki. So what it says, saying a dramatic address to world leaders in New York City, President Donald Trump has outlined an ambitious, I forgot to pronounce this word, so this is what we're going to do. Initiative, that harnesses artificial intelligence to enforce global bans on biological weapons delivered amid the United Nations 80th session. The announcement underscores Trump's vision for leveraging cutting-edge technology to prevent catastrophic risk while not shying away from the inherent dangers of AI itself. So they saying that AI is even dangerous itself, right? They're trying to create these robots, right, to take over jobs, right? Even in Major League Baseball, they're saying that they're finna have robots or AI robots as the umpires now, right? So you'll never be able to miss a call. You can't argue with the robot. Things of that such. Same thing with in the regular world, right? They're trying to have these robots, the AI technology to take over people's jobs, right? Let's continue on. Say this move comes on the heels of Trump's pointed criticism of the UN, if I'm not mistaken, or United Nations, painting a picture of a leader determined to bypass. Let's see what it says. Bureaucratic hurdles in pursuit of world peace. Speaking to a hushed audience of hundreds, Trump wasted no time to land out his administration's strategy to prevent potential disasters. I'm announcing today that my administration will lead an international effort to enforce the Biological Weapons Convention, he declared, emphasizing the urgency of the moment. So you see how I say international effort now. Let's continue on. Say the plan, which Trump described as a collaborative push with the top leaders of the world, centers on developing an AI verification system that everyone can trust. And that was the line I was looking for right there. AI verification system that everyone can trust, right? With this beast system, they're going to push all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive this mark, right? To abide by the system, right? If you don't abide by the system, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be the leader, or you're going to be thrown into prison, right? So, like it, man, this is crazy. Like, just seeing how, like, you know, we've been preaching these things and things of that such, and we've been to us here, right? Seeing it, how it's been in Canada and things of that such. But just seeing that it's finna be right here at your doorstep is even more crazier, right? Even though we've been praying for these things and etc., but seeing how the Most High is playing everything out is beautiful, right? And I really want to stop right there because y'all seen the video that goes along with this article, right? And once again, I'm gonna drop the link down in the comments just in case anyone want to go through and read this read the article, right? And yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, man. Y'all seen how in the video it was speaking upon how it's going to be the one of the greatest projects or the greatest thing to come through this era, right? The greatest thing to come to the United States of America, right? A lot of things. Hold on. The U.S. could set a new standard for treaty enforcement, right? So, hey, y'all see, man, what they trying to do. They trying to, you know, set up this beast system, man. They trying to set up the beast system. What precept should we start with? Oh, but just to piggyback up after the article, the video, not going on a rant, right? But we know that now everything's finna soon be going digital, right? No more dollar bills, no more dollar bills. You're not going to be able to access your bank accounts without receiving a digital ID or receiving the RFID chip, without abiding by the system, right? Everything is finna go digital, and yes, it would be okay to get you a digital ID if you need it. It's gonna be okay to do certain things, but when they try to sit here and tell you and force you to take this chip, that's when you have to say no, right? That's when you have to be like, hell nah. That's when you have to, do whatever you can in your power, right, to not take that damn chip, right? And of course, the Most High would help intervene with that and things of that such, right, for you not to receive that chip. That's why you gotta always pray that the Lord keep you from the hour of temptation, like it speaks of Revelation, the 3rd chapter, and verse 10, right? But anyways, we'll probably start with 2 Corinthians 2:11, and it reads, "Lest Satan should gain an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices," man. See, the rest of the world, they're going to be ignorant of these things, right? Because what, you going to have the Casanats, the Drakes, right? The Nicki Minaj's, right? The LeBron James. You're going to have these big influencers, these big-time people going to be promoting this chip or promoting this new beast system as well, right? Advertising that they got it, this and that, because with this AI thing, with this AI, technology, right, and it being included with this chip is going to be able to have people to do any and everything, basically, right? You're going to be smart. Ain't going to be no more GPS. Because why? The damn chip probably going to tell them where to go, right? In 1.3 miles, you need to take a right on Grove Street. The chip is going to be, y'all may seem like we hyping up the chip and things of that such, right? But this chip literally going to be able to, hey, that's how you going to be able to abide in society, right? They're going to make this chip so efficient to where everyone's going to want to receive it. Because why? It's going to come with money, right? Maybe even power, things of that such. But little do people know that this chip is what's going to be, Esau's just controlling them, be able to track you, see every little thing you do, see how you breathing, etc., right? So we are not ignorant of his devices, man. Trying to come out with this new beast system, to bring it out all over America. And he said they're trying to do it urgently, right? So hey, this devil is moving fast, man. He's moving fast, but we know why. Hold on. It's in Revelations, but I can't. Okay. Revelation 12:12, and it reads, therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that ye have but a short time. That's why this devil, Esau Edom, is trying to hurry up and implement everything, right? The year 2026 agenda. Or we need to have everything done by 2030, right? They're trying to get all these things done, because why? They know that they only have a short time, man. They know that their times is up. They know that their kingdom is falling. They see the signs. That's how we see the signs, right? That's why they're trying to implement this new world order, this chip, things of that such, right? And that's why I had clicked on this video or this comment, in the session, and say Vietnam, they seized I believe seized 86 million bank accounts until they cooperate with the biometrics, right? This is going to be the same exact thing that they're going to do here in America. They're going to close and freeze everyone's account until you abide by, their law, right? Until you abide by their biometric system, right? Which is this B system, So, like the brother say, man, the B system was just announced, right? So, hey, times have come, right? Just how I said earlier, how people seeing how the things that we spoke of are coming to pass. It's the book of Ezekiel 33 and 33. And it reads, and when this comes to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them, right? So now the people going to know and understand that we was telling the truth this whole entire time, right? We were speaking of these things. We was telling them about the B system. We was telling them about the RFID chip. Telling them about the World War III, right? Telling them about Jacob's trouble. And now they seeing that it's coming to pass, right? So this is the book of Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So now is the time that it's finally coming, right? That vision was for the times that we're living in now, right? That the Lord revealed to us, right? His true servants, his true prophets, to be able to warn and tell the people about the Quran, right? About the Armageddon and things of that such. And y'all should go, of course, watch this video as well. The brother has some great points made in this video, right? Also, subscribe to the Elder Brother page, right? If y'all get a chance to. But anyways, what about Habakkuk, 2 Corinthians, Ezekiel, let's get to it, I guess. Revelation, the 13th chapter, and verse 16. I'm trying to think outside of verse 15. I'm trying to think of any more precepts I can think of. Not right now, anyways. But this Revelation 13 and 15 saying he had power to give life. Oh, I just thought I know precept. So, verse 15 saying he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Because why? They trying to bring that it's what, billions of people on the earth, maybe even trillion, right? They're trying to bring the number down to 500 million, right? So if you're not willing to worship this beast, you're not really to partaking in the system, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be killed. They're trying to lower the population down anyways to 500 million at the bare minimum. So guess what? You don't want to abide by it? Okay, bye. Delete it. It's just that simple, right? So that's why us, we have to be rooted in this faith, right? We have to be rooted in this truth. We have to be rooted for Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, man. So this is the book of Revelation, the 3rd chapter, in verse 10. And it reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, meaning what we held fast to, this knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, right? We leaned on Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, in the scripture, rather than our own understanding, Right? He said, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, right? So all the world is going to be tried with this beast system, right? It's going to come upon everybody. It's going to be that. And, right, the hour of temptation is what? People being tempted to receive this RFID chip, right? You're going to be tempted to receive the RFID chip. That's the hour of temptation, right? You're going to be put in situations to where you're going to be tempted to take it, you know, your family, your girlfriend, your wife maybe beg you to take it so you can feed the family, right? Or, you know, your children may get sick, so now the only way you can get them medicine if you receive this chip, right? All types of little you know, gimmicks and situations going to be put into that you have to make a lifetime decision, right? It's going to be life or death, right? Hey, you know, if you take that chip, hey, you're going to be destroyed by the Lord. If you don't take the chip, hey, through the Lord's will, you may be saved. Especially if you in this gospel, you in this faith, because why? You overcame that temptation, you know, for Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, right? Because if you receive that mark, guess what? I mean, you have your faith in Esau's system. You don't believe and have faith in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. And you know what it says in what's that? James 1:12. Come, blessed is the man that endures temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Right? So once you endure that temptation, the Heavenly Father is you're gonna receive that crown of life, man. The Lord is not a liar, you know. Go back to Revelation 13th chapter. Start at verse 15 again. And he had a power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So they're talking about, is referring to any hands, by the way. It could be your right or left hand. You know, because you got some people out here, the scripture says on the right hand. It didn't say the left hand. Man, shut the hell up, man. Either hand, if you get this down chip anywhere in your motherfucking body, your ass is going to be destroyed. You understand? Point blank. You know what I'm saying? Verse 17 saying that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636, right? And we all know that's the number of Esau, right? 666, right? That's his favorite number. That's his favorite gesture. That's what he likes to, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Hey, it's right here, right around the corner, right? We're finna try to, you know, align this AI system, right? This biological shit, right? This digital shit. Hey, everything finna go digital, man. Right? Might be able to, you know, so you can tell by the cars. The cars going digital, right? The jobs finna have robots, right? The money, digital. Everything finna become digital, man. Right? And Esau was saying, if you don't get with that program, you're going to be destroyed. All right? You're down with that program. You know? So, like I said, man, you can get your digital ID, you know, whatever the case may be. But as soon as they try to tell you got to receive that chip, right, you got to get, when they try to say, oh, you got to get this to go under the skin, whatever the case may be, whatever tricks or thing they try to tell you, that's when you motherfucking refuse. You fight for your life. You do whatever you have to do within your power to not receive that chip, right? Do not receive that chip, man. Do not. But that's all I had. Lord willing, you know, this is edifying us again. Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. Double honors to the elder apostles, elder bishops, a great millstone. Once again, shalom to the elect. We get 144,000. Shalom.